I'm installing Home and Business by TurboTax. Hit next, and then read the software license agreement, which is very lengthy. Kind of read that before. Then hit agree, and next, install. The reason why I'm doing this video is because, as you will see when you install TurboTax, and this is actually February 14th, Valentine's Day, there will be many updates with this software by TurboTax. That's not the problem, because they put the TurboTax out earlier in the season and there's a lot of changes going on. But what you may find out after you install TurboTax is that even after you have your taxes done and completed, there'll be more updates to follow, and you almost have to wonder whether your taxes will be completed properly if they keep updating TurboTax after you've already submitted your tax returns. So I'm going to follow up with additional footage as more installation of updates occurs throughout the next couple days or so. Right now we're at 25%, and I'm not going to bore you with all this information, but as new updates come by, I will film them for you. Okay, the software is loaded, and now it's asking me to install new updates. So that's what we'll do now. It's approximately 7 minutes worth of updates, and I won't bore you with that, but this is the first update, and oh, they failed. Updates failed. That's interesting. It's downloading, so it didn't fail the second time. Let's see what happens. Okay, these updates are complete, but as you can see, they were released. One was in January, on January 4th, February 8th, February 8th, February 8th, and then the state one, which you can't really see well, but it's February 10th. So let's see how many updates we get as we go throughout the next week. Okay, today is February 26th, 2012, and I just opened up my TurboTax for the first time in probably the last couple weeks since I last started filming. And again, here comes an update, 10.6 megabytes. So for anybody who had already sent in their taxes, it's kind of interesting that there's more updates. So I won't burden you through the update process, but let's see what these are all about. Okay, here's some more on those updates. They were released on February 22nd, 2012. Some of the fixes were TurboTax crashes when transferring from H&R Block, error, whatever number when or freezing when printing, unable to edit multiple dependents, child tax credit incorrectly included, and so on and so on. Foreign tax credit carryover, worksheet problems, problems after importing from TD Ameritrade. So a lot of little fixes here. I also want to point out, it says that the next regularly scheduled TurboTax update will release on March 1st, subject to change. That's interesting, because if you wanted to send your taxes out before March 1st, how do you know that there's something that would happen on March 1st that might improve or save you more money on your taxes? Interesting. Hey, it's Monday, February 27th, and guess what? Another update by TurboTax. The last time they said they'd update maybe in March, but here a day or so later we're already updating. Strange. So if you would have sent in your taxes by now, who knows whether they'd be correct or not. Okay, today is March 1st, and we have 2 more updates for TurboTax. Let's see what they are. Okay, these are the updates. I guess released February 29th. Can't find financial institution when importing using Mac. Form 5405, Part 5 not populating. And this one, most concerning, interest income disappears after importing. The other one is enhancement. Now you can select which 1099 forms will import. Kind of strange that these things aren't taken care of before they sell you the software. They also have an R12, also include all forms, schedules, bug fixes, and enhancements from all prior releases. The next update is on March 8th. So don't send your taxes in too early. It may affect them. This is March 17th. I haven't logged on to TurboTax for quite a while now, and still waiting for updates. It's another story. But I opened it up today, and of course we have some more updates. And about these updates, there's program updates from March 7th. And let's see what that's about. Foreign tax credit, non-deductible loss of personal item sale, calculated incorrect. Import was unsuccessful from Mint. Customer with foreign addresses can now tie in their federal returns. So that's one of the updates. On the 7th, the help and support, there was another update. And I guess that's somewhat the same thing tied in. March 14th there was an update. I guess it's somewhat saying the same things here. So we had several updates, and then on the 15th the state prep. So here I go, updating some more TurboTax stuff. Okay folks, this is March 23rd. I just turned on TurboTax again, and surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, there's some more updates. So let's see what these updates are about. Let's see, they were released on March 21st. And these, with this release, customers who e-file will have the option to receive a text message with their e-file status. R15 also includes all forms, schedules, bug fixes, and enhancements from all prior releases. R15 is the last scheduled release prior to April 17, 2012 filing deadline. So, they're saying this is the last one. Not quite sure. We'll continue to monitor this. Okay, it's April 12th, and I already sent my taxes in approximately a week or two ago, and I'm starting up TurboTax again, and oh no, another update. Let's see what this update's about. An update for Pennsylvania. That's great, because I live in Pennsylvania, and I just sent in my taxes, so I wonder what that's going to do to my taxes, since I already mailed them in. Oh well. There's one thing I was always worried about with TurboTax. They do guarantee that if the calculations are wrong and you are assessed a penalty, they'll reimburse you. But the problem is, I wonder if you aren't assessed and therefore you actually paid more money in taxes than you should have, or you did not get reimbursed or refunded taxes the proper amount. There's no guarantee that. So the only challenge to TurboTax, in my opinion, is only if the government finds something wrong. So by using TurboTax, in my opinion, it doesn't guarantee that you will be paid or you will have to pay the proper amount. Just something to think about.